Let's tap. No Planeswalker for you, man. Then this card is actually super fun. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are playing Azorius Artifacts with so many interactions that it will just break every player. You cannot play this deck optimally, but you can definitely try and it will be super fun. It's way better than you expect. The amount of synergies is just mind-blowing. We'll just talk through the most important cards because there's too much to talk about it, but there are a few that I think you need to know about. Market Gnome is your fuel. It draws you cards when it dies, it blocks mono-red things, and also when you use it to craft something, you get additional cards. This is the card you want to exile generally. Sawblade is your removal for early game, and Braided Net is something that you will see a lot in this video. It's such a huge card advantage, like you draw 5 to 7 cards naturally with this. So extremely fun card. This was the biggest surprise for me in the deck. And the last thing I want to talk about is Unstable Glyphbridge. This is your sweeper that leaves one creature for each player, but only if they have power 2 or less. So very often it's one-sided sweeper because you have things like Spider, Gnome, this kind of stuff. And also you choose the creature that stays, so that's good. And also you can craft it into this Sandware Wonder Glyph. It means that your opponent, when he casts a spell, he cannot attack you. And when he attacks you, he cannot cast a spell. It's hilarious. I love this card. It's so funny. And you will see it used today. So honestly, the deck is super fun to play, has a lot of interactions, and it's way more powerful than you think. Don't forget you have best of 3 lists. So you have, this is one of the lists from one of the tournaments. So you have all the sideboard for all of you best of 3 gamers. And I don't want to make it longer. Subscribe if you aren't and have fun. Alright, so pretty decent opening. We have a lot of sweepers, we have some removal, we have very nice land base, and I mean the birds. The birds will fly and do stuff. We get rid of the taplands now. Even though this has flash, you don't want it to cast it before or your opponent attacks, obviously. Oh, hi. Well, the Depopulate will probably not shine in this matchup. I see. So we can kill Danik. But Raffine might be a problem. Do we go for Raffine? This would be rough. Alright. I'll take it. We have 1 mana to pay the ward, so that's cool. And what are you? So they have blue mana. This is not legendary. I don't think it's anything. Unless they play Spell Pierce. Right? Because it cannot be a Ganjo. They actually play Spell Pierce. Wow. They actually play Spell Pierce. Because why not, right? So what do we do? Do we go Depopulate on this board and give them the card? Probably not the best idea. In all honesty. We could attack with the bird. Then they play Raffine, go full swing, then we Depopulate, or the Glyphbridge. Or we can just go the Gnome. I honestly think we go like this. This way we get an extra artifact, this might be useful, and at some point we might draw a card. So no, I'll take it. And 5 damage is not, not a super big deal. Open mana. So let's go for the Gnome. No reaction. Oh right, man. I'm so used to seeing Raffine. They play green for some reason, so it might not be at all Raffine deck. So, do we keep going? Sure. Let's see if they cooked something, or we can just freely attack. If we stack those tokens, they will be very useful at some point, like they will give us card advantage. And I want him to play stuff so I can depopulate nicer. Perfect. He should know what it means. He should know. And that's a very nice sequence so far. Let's go for field. Depopulate, they will draw a card. So the game is still not over, but I think we have a good situation. Let's make a stop for reasons. And let's see what they play. Because I had a huge cough and I didn't want you, to scare you. Alright, so what's going on? A 6-6, a little bit too high for my taste, so we kinda have to use the sweeper, unfortunately. So far he doesn't play basics. I would love to just filter ruin everything, but we kinda need to answer it. Alright, back to the game. So I think we go with the bridge, right? We don't really have other plays, and we kinda have to answer. This is the best card of their deck. Their deck works because of it. It being 6-6 is super strong. And for some reason I felt they have more. Can we answer the second one? Probably not, and we will lose, right? They will just go super wide and then kill us in one turn. We cannot force them to block. I mean, I can see one way to go around it. One way. Can we go craft that with artifact? Yeah, let's go. It will slow them down a little bit. How do you work? Let's go with the gnome, right? That should do the trick. We could just use map tokens. Let's try the first one. You know what, but getting rid of their mana is also pretty good. Oh man, both are super tempting. We really want to get rid of their mana this turn, because if they don't play basics, we really handicap them on the next turn. And let's see if they have it. Yep, as expected. And now let's go with the map. And we want to force or threaten the trade, so they cannot attack with Jediah, unless they sacrifice Plaza of Heroes. Man, I never used this card, but it seems pretty fun. Like, they need to make a big decision which part they're doing. Will they go for 2-turn lethal and hope that we cannot answer? It's a bad decision. They should just play a card and not attack, basically. This way they can go super crazy on this turn, and then on the next turn they kinda kill us with going wide. But we'll try to go around it. Not sure if it works, but we'll try. Cannot attack. That's so funny, man. Alright. Alright, so what do we do with this? Oh, but they aren't tapped. I was thinking about using this because it would be tapped, but you know what? Maybe I can kill one of the creatures, but not two. Not the most value, but I think we need to go with it. We need to survive a little bit. Oh, I want to use everything. So I can Field of Ruin on this, then I will get a land, and I have 3. So if I want to do the thing, I cannot Field of Ruin, and I kinda want to do this. Alright then. This was our full hand, but I think we are creating a lot of pressure here. Can I try to kill him? We will try. Don't forget he cannot attack us if he wants to cast something, and I'm pretty sure he wants to cast something. A 6-6. The art is so cool. I'm not sure if you can win, but we are definitely making a lot of progress. And don't forget we have 3 birds. And that's it. Now you cannot attack. I would love to Field of Ruin before, but we just don't have the time. And 5 mana to 6 mana is probably double spell anyway, kinda. That's a lot of stuff. But it's not a lethal, right? On the next turn. Well, this is probably a lethal. So he cannot attack, but next turn he doesn't need to do anything. This having flying is a big deal. Oh, he doesn't have a 1-drop, right? So he didn't get the trigger. That's good. That's good. And they can provide the mana. He cannot attack, so now he has 1 extra mana. So, kinda. What do you do? I mean, I don't think this works too well here. Nothing is tapped. Let me think about this one. That would create a lot of board, right? But we need to tap so much. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we cannot tap this one as well because we need the mana. So 3, 4, 5. That's so bad, man. I think we need to give up this one. Alright, we can get anything back, but we don't have anything great that we can use. I think we just need to try survive one turn. The problem is that this can be 11-11 probably. So I'm not super sure what we are doing about that. I guess we'll start with this, right? That should help a little bit. I mean, we could go with the birds, maybe. I think we should go for 2-turn lethal and hope that we can, you know, block for 1 turn. I think that's the plan. I should take blue, because the Anchorages need symmetrical mana, so that was actually a pretty big misplay, I think. Hopefully it won't make a difference, but still. Alright, so if we block 2 of them, we probably need the 3rd one. So probably one of the birds needs to stay. One of the birds needs to stay. I mean, we should go for this one. And let's see the card. Not sure if we... Oh, I think we play the land. Yeah, exactly. Okay, into the graveyard. Kinda okay. And we have 3 blockers, so hopefully that is enough. And we don't attack with this, of course. You know what? Not the worst. Not the worst. And we have a blocker here and 2 blockers here. So I hope we can tank one of the creatures, and it will be hard for him to name the color, right? Because this is an artifact, I think. What are you? Oh, it's white. That's bad. That's bad. Bro. Don't be like this. Spoiler alert, he was like this. As that end, it's close. It's close, but not yet. He needs to play a card, I believe. Because we can... Alright, going to combat phase, that's good. We can block 2 creatures. Full swing, as expected. I mean, I can see myself winning, maybe. Who knows? Not sure. But if he has any interaction, like even a Ganjo, we won't be able to burst him. Oh, he cannot cast spells right now. I kinda forgot about my main thing, you know? Let's go like this, and let's go like this. So we are at 1. And let's see if we are dead or something, or there is a chance. It feels like there is a chance, because I think we have lethal if he doesn't have any interaction. Drawing card and gaining life, also pretty decent. And we should have way more mana than we need for this play. And now, he cannot cast spells, right? I got attacked, so they couldn't cast spells. Well, no. Definitely no. Not the best draw of my life. And I mean, we just go with double birds, right? That's the play. We will use both colors for the birds, so we can actually go for this one. Told you! Birds are pretty good. But to be honest, I think he has the Ganjo, so we won't win, but that was a worthy attempt, and double Jodiah so early is extremely hard to fight. And I mean, why not? If we are going for lethal, let's go for a cool one. Thran Spider. Not a bad card, but probably not the best. And let's go. Full swing. And we see if that was enough. It was. Man, we actually managed to win this. I'm happy with this one. Told you I can see the, you know, the silver lining on our strategy. Alright, going first. Well, this is a nice opening. We have, oh man, all the tap lands. So we are definitely not super quick, but we have decent answers to everything. Hopeless Nightmare. I might regret it, but we have the bridge. So I think we can make it work. Let's go for the ramp. I mean, this can make all the difference in the right situation. And also they cannot really answer it. The net. So this will be a spider into Tapland. Like, we're going strong so far. They might kill the spider with Edict, but I'm fine with it. Oh, they paid 3 life. That can make a difference late game. But we are definitely short on value. Probably need to flip it. So we need to be smart about it. Alright, that's a good creature that we can tap forever. I like it, man. It's looking good. Man, this card is surprisingly cool. I've seen it like when it was, you know, revealed, but it didn't feel like super great. Activated its passive ability. It's not an Emperor, we cannot play it in response. So what we will do is do this. Guys, don't ask me, I'm not sure if that's roping. I cannot imagine ever roping to Braided Net, but I mean it happened, so what can you do, man? Let's play the Sawblade, let's kill the thing. It also gives us artifacts for the next turns, and the bat will get this, but we don't want the sweeper anyway. What? Oh, right, they didn't have priority, so it doesn't have to choose, right? You may exile. It's interesting that the card takes their worst case scenario then. I didn't really know it. I will draw cards. So let's transform, and then we can go at instant speed. We will go with probably the Sawblade, right? Oh my god, it happened! He's here! Alright, so I'm super happy he's back. So what do? We pass the turn, right? The classic control mage style. Well, okay, never mind. Hopefully it's not. I just want to play magic, you know? Alright, so he will scry, he will draw something. So if he played, this would be under the bat, but I don't think it would make a huge difference. We have enough removal probably that we can kill it. Well, this is something. This is definitely something. Alright. That will be brutal. We cannot tap it in response, so he will get the card. But we also draw some cards, so hopefully that's good. We can kill the bat if we care. I mean, I will kill the bat. And let's pretend we got our bridge back, alright? That's the idea. I think it's worth it, kinda. Maybe. Who knows? How much mana do I have? 2? 5. If I drew a land, I could double attack Sorin. Right now I cannot. If I craft with artifact, like, it has summoning sickness, right? So it's not great yet. I think we just do this. That will give us a lot of power for the next turns. And we can tap Sorin now. Yeah, I like it a lot. That was a good decision. And nearly forgot the upkeep stop. Alright. Let's tap. No Planeswalker for you, man. Then this card is actually super fun. I didn't think it would be so good. Like, I'm tapping Planeswalkers way more than I should with this one. Sure. Something that absolutely loves to die. The fact that we started to play lands is insane. You just want all those, you know, all this mana. So we could go with the bridge. It's probably not the best. We could take the damage from Shelly and just try to kill Sorin. This is the idea I really like overall. And they're tapped, so they cannot do anything about it. And that also means that Sorin on the next, like it cannot be used this turn, and on the next turn it dies. So that's pretty cool. And the birds are amazing. I love the card. Just tapped Planewalkers, cause why not? And sure, that deals a lot of damage, which is unfortunate, but Sorin draws cards, which is way more scary. And of course they cannot answer because it's not their main phase. And like they cannot answer at instant speed with the loyalty abilities. So we took some extra damage, 8 in total, but we got a very good deal out of this. And they're ready with the removal, so it is possible the birds will die this turn. How many we want? We still have one counter. I think probably two. Right, so first the Power Stone for the colorless. And if we go like this, we have what? That's not the right tap, that's for sure. This is white mana. And this is blue mana, right? That's the tap. And then we have Steel. How did I do it, man? Man, I suck at magic. Let's just kill it, alright? Let's just kill it. And we'll tap the Shelly. I don't think he can kill both, but we will see. And those map tokens will be useful. I thought that I have enough mana for everything, but maybe I messed it up. Alright, one. But what about the second one? I really hope he doesn't remove both. It seems that he's removing both. Well, that's bad. I really counted on this play. So we can take 6 damage from Charlotte. Yeah, and then deprive him of the last card. I really think that's good. And we still need to kill Sorin, so the next turn will be super intense. Oh, they're going for this. What they hope to hit. Alright, that's a removal for Anchorage. Pretty good for them. Pretty good. So I guess they will draw some cards. Let's go with the Sawblades. We definitely don't want to get more damage to the face. Maybe we give him one card. I would love to hit... Oh, I have it! I know what... I transformed it, right? So it was first from the top. That's actually so good, man. What? I thought he sacrificed it. Oh, that's another one. Alright. I thought I'm going crazy, man. So, what do? We definitely played this. Oh, he doesn't have the mana. Never mind, never mind. Nearly missed it. Sloth, concentrate. So only cut down would do it, but I'm sure he doesn't have... And Field of Ruin can be useful, so let's go for things. Oh, only for Artif. That's what I missed last turn. Right. Right. Probably not the optimal, sorry. Not the optimal, but we'll go like this. And we finally can kill Sorin, because, man, this card is insanely annoying. Alright. Good start, good start. We could go for this and the map token, and I think that's the play. Don't forget they don't have Farewell, and hopefully we draw maybe a lot. We are a bit low on mana, so that helps. And now we can do it again. Man, maps are insanely good. Graveyard. This card loves to be in the graveyard. Alright, man, I think we're recovering. Mirex is brutal, but we'll Field of Ruin it. Hopeless Knight, absolutely, my friend. I don't mind at all. And I think it's Depopulate still. This is an artifact that can be super cool. I don't know which one is better. Honestly, I'm taking it because it's cooler. Alright, let's go with first Field of Ruin. No, we don't care. Like, if he wants to make a token, so be it. We will take some cool things from the graveyard probably. I can also draw so many cards. Alright, I convinced myself we will take the gnome and we'll draw cards. That's what control mages do, right? And that will be a lot. And we don't need to do anything else? Like, we'll just play at the end step and it will be absolutely glorious. We could activate those, I guess. But I just want the cards, man. Okay. I have enough for removal. Something important to remember. And we kinda have to block it. Alright then. Good for our opponent, that's for sure. Let's take the mana. And I think we need to go for this, right? We need some good answers. And if we hit it right, we can go for the Sawblades. And here's the Sawblades. Alright, that's good. I mean, we are doing it somehow. We are doing it somehow. We have a Ganja, so we have one extra turn to get rid of the underdog. So we are getting there. Slowly but surely. Oh man, this would be so cool. I can just transform the bridge, right? And then he cannot attack? It's not the... Okay, it's Net. Net is so much better, man. Like, I kinda have to go for it. I should probably start winning this game, right? Oh, I hate winning games, then I cannot have fun. Let's go. This, and this. First the spider. And then we probably start to transform those. It will be for the map token. Yeah, let's go for the map token. It's hard to use all of them right now. And now it can be activated. Do we have 2 mana? No, so we can get possibly a land or a better card, so we will see. I don't think we need more bridges, it's better in the graveyard. Oh, and it's man, this card is amazing! It's actually so cool. And on the next turn we can start pressuring them, right? We don't need the Painland for sure. Yeah, we should be winning this one, but definitely working around the classic win. So if he plays the underdog, man, he's really good at drawing those triumphs, but that costs him a lot of life as well. I mean, I don't even need to do it. Like, I can just cool with artifacts. He will draw the card though, so that's something important to remember. I think so, right? Because it's just passive or triggered ability and not really activated. But he cannot attack, so that's good. And he knows that he cannot burst us, and that's why going so low with Shorted wasn't a problem, because he cannot burst without Invoke Despair. I mean, that was a game. Unfortunately, on the draw, I will take it because we have Sweeper, we have the Net, and we have the Gnome. We can also get blue mana from the Mirex, so, you know, we have some stuff, basically. But it seems we are against Control or Esper Legends. I would prefer Esper Legends, to be absolutely honest. With Braided Nets, like, we can do a lot of stuff. Alright then. Not looking super hot. So, pretty dead turn. And we are indeed against full-blown Control, so that's really bad. We probably have to go with Mirex plan. And alright, they don't have counter spells. That's an information. And they don't have instants that don't target permanents. Witness the future main phase, probably to hit the 4th land. Alright, alright. Let's start, because oh boy, we have a lot of work to do. I could kill his Mirex, but it's not worth it. And he decided that he got mana screwed, and I had Mirex. If not this Mirex, he wouldn't scoop, but right now he knows he's too behind. Alright then, I mean, we have some mana, a lot of colors, but we don't need too much white right now. And we'll start with the Gnome and see what happens. Thran Spider is probably pretty useful. And our opponent is playing Mountain into Candy Trail, so consider me already impressed. Mr. Wick, Respect. And some honks. Alright, 2 top, so he likes it. And we have a third gnome. Alright. I mean, our board will be pretty strong. And red doesn't have exile, so we can just put the army and see what happens. In worst case, we just kill it with the Depopulate. Or just craft with it, you know? Oh, that's the thing. This is only attacking, right? But it can be tapped, so we can play differently. I mean... yeah, 100% legit game of Magic right there. Alright, when we cast the Glyphbridge, we also draw some cards. Right when it dies, we get the card and the life gain. And it will be hard for him to just go through it. When he attacks, we just go with the Spring. This has Ward, right? Ward is not perfect. Well, if he transforms, we might be in some trouble. But I mean, I'm blocking. I'm blocking so hard. He has no open mana, so 1 is enough. And I mean, we're getting somewhere, right? Ward is a problem. Double prowess means that there will be insane amount of damage. We want Irencrag on this turn, and probably the Anchorage, so we can sweep the board. How do you work? 2 or less. Alright, so this dies. I think this is the play. This way we are kinda guaranteed to be able to survive this turn, probably at 23, and then just sweep the board if we have to. And on the next turn we can play this and pay the ward, so we have a lot of options. And I kinda like this kind of deck, it's fun. And our opponent has good taste in everything, it seems. Well, alright, maybe not full, alright, never mind. Never mind. I try to be positive towards mono-red players, but they're making it hard, you know? So, double prowess. Well, Feldon will survive, probably. I mean, it's kind of the same whatever we do. And let's start doing some extra cards. We definitely could use them. I mean, I'm going for it. So I think he keeps the Feld. Oh, I can choose? Wow, reading card is so good. Let's get the cheek. So the cheek because we have spiders, and actually 2 of them, so we will be able to have a rich creature, and I don't think the cheek will be a problem. Like we will see. But what's up with the Candy Trail? Is that mono red with Candy Trail? Like, it doesn't make much sense in the deck so far. Alright. Double spell, Monstrous Rage? Or just play with fire? Man, this doesn't make much sense to me. Of course, it's all around the spell sphere, so they want a lot of spells that get doubled and so on, but I would just cast play with fire and keep this up in case I draw something better like Lightning Strike, because he has so much damage to do that it shouldn't really work. Let's go with the Mightstone. We draw some cards, we don't care about this. And now we play Spider. And our opponent is in some trouble, and we are starting to have a lot of fun. Man, I don't know if I ever use this. Do they know about the reach? I don't think so. I think they don't. That was weird, but it was really enjoyable. Alright guys, there's so much to talk about this deck, but I think after watching the video you get the feeling. I definitely didn't play deck optimally, and honestly I would need to train a lot to play it optimally. All the interactions with the Sawblade, counting every artifact, how many you need for crewing, how many you need for, you know, mana. Some of the mana sources like the Foundry can only be used on artifacts, same for the Mightstone. Then you also have lands that can do a lot of stuff, they can filter ruin, you have Anchorage. Like, it's insane how much place you have. However, you have 6 sweepers, and Braided Net proved to be absolutely amazing against planeswalkers. And the fact that it's also like a planeswalker removal while also being extremely heavy draw. Like, man, with 6 mana total, I guess you also need to play it, right? So it's total 9 mana, but for 3 mana you already get quite a lot of value, especially that you have sweepers, so if you stall the board, it's same as killing the board basically most of the time, especially if you can draw the sweeper in the last turn. So extremely fun card so far. Honestly, I think I didn't utilize this card too much. I've seen it used against me, and oh boy, it hurts. The Foundry is also very interesting. You need to have artifacts in the board so we can exile, so you can get something that gives you value on enter the battlefield. And also you can kinda flip the Mightstone and the Weakstone, because both, of course, the one in the graveyard and the one in the board, both cost 5. So you can just exchange it, exile one from the graveyard, and draw 2 cards. So something to think. If you don't have anything to play, that's the best play. We didn't really use Chimil, and honestly, Unstable Glyphbridge was really fun card. Having a sweeper that also doubles as a creature, that makes, like, the effect is relevant. Of course, 5/3 means that it can be removed relatively easy by some decks, but it also means that your opponent needs to do something, and it's whenever opponent casts a spell, right? So they still cannot attack you if they kill this in the main phase with some sorcery. But yeah, it's dicey, but it's for free, so why not? So I honestly really like the deck, and I think there's a lot to learn here, and I think there are many versions that you can try. This version seems strong. So I think we won't make it longer, because I'm rambling at this point. There's just so much to talk about every interaction, but obviously you want some kind of consistent, final impression. So I'll give you one. The deck is super fun. It's very fresh, and it has enough synergy to be pretty decent deck. I don't think it will be like tier 1, but it can definitely hold its own in Mythic, and I think that's a pretty good achievement. Also, just be careful, because even though the deck is super fun, like, fair warning, most of the cards are super unique to this kind of game, or the deck and game plan, so you probably won't use them anywhere else, and that's a lot of rares. So fair warning, if you are short on the wild cards, you probably don't want to craft those cards, because they don't go into many decks. They go only in this kind of decks, and that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed it. So for all the heroes that stayed until the end, you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for being part of the channel. Like, it really means a lot to me. So just a simple thank you for being here and being always supportive. So have fun, guys, and see you tomorrow.